Hello everyone, my name is Abhishek and welcome back to my channel. So Anthropic blocked access to Fable 5 and Mythos 5, which are their best large language models. In today's video, let's try to understand what exactly happened because this is the first time someone blocked access to their large language models. This is very important because this might be the future. This might be how we are all going to access the best large language models. So let's try to understand things in detail. What exactly happened, why this happened, and most importantly, what are the future implications of this. Just try to watch the video till the end. I'll share all the details that you need. Okay, let's start with looking at the series of events that took place. Everything happened in 3 to 4 days of time. So many of you could not possibly catch up with the incident. Let me explain the order of the events. Everything started on 9th of June when Anthropic launched two best models, Fable 5 and Mythos 5. In the launch announcement, Anthropic clearly stated these are very powerful models, and they also stated these models can create potential security issues. So they are launching these models with some limitations. Everyone started using these models because they also topped the Sway benchmarking, like content creators, early adopters, interested developers. Everyone started using it. It received massive attention. On 10th of June, some security researchers, they tried to look at the jailbreak mechanism and they saw an opportunity, like this model can be jailbreaked. But on 12th of June, some security researchers, they were able to perform the jailbreak and they realized this model can create huge cybersecurity issues with this jailbreak. Now, some reports on the internet say these security researchers from Amazon and they reported the incident to United States government, but it is not very clear. Anyways, some security researchers, they were able to jailbreak the model and they reported the issue to the United States government. On 13th of June, the US government export control order, they sent a notice to Anthropic stating they should limit the access to these models, Fable 5 and Mythos 5, only to the US citizens. You know, this rule even applies to employees of Anthropic. Now, obviously, this is very difficult for Anthropic. In very short notice, they cannot implement something like this because their models are accessed by people across the globe. Doing something like this would take a lot of time. So temporarily, they decided to block the access to these models. This is a very temporary action. In future, we might see Fable 5, Mythos 5, and going ahead, any model that is superior to these models might only be accessed by the US citizens. At the moment, it is looking like this. I know now you might be thinking why, like why government took this decision. According to the reports, US officials were concerned Fable 5, Mythos 5, if they could be jailbreaked, they can create huge cybersecurity issues. The government views these capabilities as national security risk. So they wanted to restrict the access only to the US citizens. Now, what is the Anthropic's response to this? At the moment, Anthropic replied in public. They stated the government did not provide any detailed technical evidence. So they stated if the model can be jailbreaked, it can create security issues, but they did not provide any evidence how this jailbreak can be implemented. And they also stated they reported some vulnerabilities. They demonstrated how these vulnerabilities can be created, but Anthropic says they are already known in public. And they state the same vulnerabilities or the same jailbreak can also be implemented on the existing large language models like GPT-5.5. So according to the response, at least Anthropic, they don't want their models only to be restricted to certain people. Now the big question is, why does this actually matter? Why should we all talk about this? This is very important because till now, AI is not a national infrastructure. Imagine such powerful models only in the hands of few people, only in the hands of few developers, DevOps engineers, platform engineers. It creates huge inequality. Till now, we don't have that culture, whether it is before large language model, everyone had access to Google, everyone had access to Stack Overflow. So we are all working on almost the same resources. But now this can create inequality. And if this happens, tomorrow the Chinese government might restrict access to their models only to the Chinese citizen. US government, as they sent a notice, they might only restrict the access to their models to the US citizens. So we might be seeing a huge inequality. And in this case, what about the countries that are not developing the large language models? So as we think about it, it's a huge problem. So personally, I hope this does not happen. Let's see how Anthropic gets in touch with the US government and how would they come to the middle ground. It's a very, very interesting thing to see. Now, personally, what do you think about this whole incident? Let me know in the comment section. In future, if there is any update on this incident, I will make a video. I'll share the information with you all. Thank you so much for watching today's video. I hope you found it informative. See you all in the next one. Take care.